from Oluba, and thanks to members of the press. I must appreciate my colleagues, the speaker, deputy speaker, and the leadership for taking this matter very seriously because it affects our employer. The president came up with an executive order, like I said, it's in his purview to do such pronouncement. And we are legislators also. Anything that affects our people should be our concern. And I think from what we gathered today, this was not properly, the president was not properly informed on this issue because an executive order should be something that would keep the ball rolling and it would be done, the process would be very good. So I was not impressed. The NRI could not convince us why they even agreed for this executive order to come up to inconvenience our citizens and then to make sure they cannot even get what they pay for. And we even notice that some of the ID cards are not even durable. And today now, people are paying and they are said that they're going to be paying for 5 years and everything. So we agreed. 5 years, they were paying for 2 years before. So we sent it to the committees, various committees, to look at it seriously, to let us know and that the boss leave on an oath. And I also should suggest that which some of our colleagues agree with me, we will register the whole country for election. Is it because we want the Liberian people to vote for us? Other country, the national ID cards are free. So let's, for now, 6 months or so, put in the budget and make it free. Government just subsidizing rice for almost 12 million or so. What about doing ID card for our citizens? Going to deploy them everywhere like we can do like election stuff and help our citizens and say maybe a duration of 3 months, a duration of 6 months. After that, you will pay. Let's do that for our citizens. And that minute was also given to the committee to look at it and come back with a report to us in 1 week time. So we're waiting and also to invite the central bank. You know, I was on OKFN this morning and I raised this issue because I went to the bank and I was denied. And because the guys know me, they said, oh, we'll do it, but we can't use the passport. Then I was on the radio and the legal person from the bank called me and said that was not done. He has no idea. But it was being said by the NRI boss that he reached out to the people in Dasakan, they came up with additional stuff. Who are they to come up with additional stuff on the president's executive order? We are even consulting the committee or us. How can you say the passport should not be done? And in fact, the NRI boss don't even understand the law. The law did not say your stock greater. The law say set up a system with biometric that everybody that do biometric in the country should reach out to you and get a biometric because we wanted it to be one area that people should do it. So it's not that because the passport is something and you giving them the data, it means that the passport not valuable. So they have to come. It's about our people. It affects our people, and we're going to stand with it. And I think all my colleagues are taking it seriously. The presiding today, we're also serious about it, and we'll make a follow up with the committee about it.
All right. So before my colleagues come in, let me just ask this question. So one of the things that were raised by you,
it was not convincing. He cannot give you a timeline. In fact, there are things he said, and I still believe it's not true. And that is what I said. If you don't give her the job, another people are proactive because you need to first of all have a body. This system was being managed by a Ghanaian firm before that they train people and they say they turn it over, right? So if you don't ever recommend to the government that this is it, I want other people to work along with me, we have proactive Liberians that have ideas to run these things. We are legislators will make sure it's happening. He's telling us that he sent for equipment. He's telling us you register 5,000 persons a day. He's again telling us the various county are registering people, sending the data, and then they have to do it and send the ID card. So can you imagine what the answer was putting somebody grand there or putting somebody grand group, and then they have to send it and you telling me it will go the next day, you and myself go, it's not possible. So our people taking 1 week and other thing to do this thing and suffering and using while the common Liberians is living below $5 and they have to use the $5 to register and do transportation and they are not even getting the service they pay for. It's not fair. So for me, I'm pleading to my colleague, if we can make the voter registration card free, it had a SIM biometric, it had everything, Let us make sure and do that. Let them go. It's in the act. Let it go and solicit funds. Let it go and talk to partners. They were talking about UN with population and other things. Write proposal. Defend your proposal. It come to the legislator with your full proposal to say what you can do to register the country. And let's see it important because it's important for every one of us for database purpose to know what we have and do it. But we cannot keep treating our people like that. And I think the president, I hope he follow our deliberation while he's traveling or whatever country he is to know that he can revise the executive order because it's not in the interest of our people. Not at all.
Yes, Honorable Mensah, I want to say that the essence of the registration exercise intended to generate revenue, and you coming back with this appeal to make the national identification registry free. Don't you think that way sabotage government revenue generation?
So the best way this government we can do revenue, let's set up a committee from all walks of life. It reviews our concession. The leakages are happening there. Let's cancel this thing about 97% to concession there. And we that got the mineral, we got 3%. We can make money. We can make money at the detriment of the woman from Tokmapolo. We can. For the common citizens to suffer because we want to make money, I will not do that. We got a lot of resources. We got a lot of things lying there. Let's put the 8 cents, the 80 cents back on B Mountain and make sure and raise more and generate more revenue. Let's stop them from bringing their own fuel and make sure and create more jobs for our people. We have a lot of avenues that we can do to get this done, not to suffer our people. So I disagree.
In the Mesolinian aspect of the plenary, you raised another salient point regarding the travel of the president. Now, huge manpower delegation has been sent out of Liberia. Back in the days, during the days of President George, we had Ellen Johnson saying Liberians, including lawmakers, were complaining about president.
The first time I noticed this, and let me say, I told my colleague, the only work we have to do is to make sure as the first branch of government use our oversight. And if we want to create friendship and think that is going to help us, it's not going to help us. We can do our job and later all of the work, when we meet, we be friends. I support President Bwaka. He's, according in fact, Daddy, I want him to succeed. I want him to do better for the Liberian people. But if he cannot respect my branch, I wouldn't agree on it. I will leave him and tell you. And then I said, when you say you want to clean something, start from your house for I can't tell somebody say you did it in my house did it. So if Speaker Kun that I voted for is traveling, he must let the valley know. He must inform us. Well, I'm going for this duty. I'm going because our money he's using to travel with. Our budget, even if it's budget, we allocated it to him. So it started from Speaker Kun. I spoke to that issue, and I also went to the president. The president traveled with 14 important people, LPRC, the rest of the people were all letting us know, and they said the communication can. They will still put it on the message and ask us to do it. So for me, I love the president. I want him to succeed. But let me tell you, Salah District matters to me. So I must.
So what do you want in that light? What
so going forward, before he leaves, the communication should reach us the day before he leaves. So it can be the same day because he planned the trip. How did he get a DSA for the people that are traveling with him? It was planned. So why did he send a communication yesterday that will be on the agenda today? We're not looking at Russian media.
Why is it important to do that?
It's important because the president of the Republic of Liberia will have an oversight. We must know why he lives in the country and why he coming. We can see it on the internet. In the first place, the government not informed. So when he asked me what the president went for and what was it, I saw it on the internet that he went for this. I must be able to tell you we were informed as plenary that he going for this, and I trust him that he will deliver for us.
From your deliberation in section today, I observed that you were very, very disappointed in the expose of the NIR boss. Would you have voted no confidence in him if that motion were to be raised?
For me, I don't even believe he should still be in the position. I believe the president should look at what we did in plenary and dismiss that man. And bring a more proactive people inside and set up a committee that they tell him, let they give him a proposal how to achieve this thing. Because he don't even know the law. He don't even know his duty.
So he will qualify.
Finally, Honorable Briggs, as you conclude, the deadline for the entire exercise to come to an end is being set, extended to August 31st. From the look of things,
Show my police now make that thing free and stop the whole thing and communicate to the president to stop that executive order. It's not in the interest of the people. And that's why I'll be talking about it every day. If it comes from me to take my one placard and send it to my office, I'll take it and stand and say, Mr. President, start suffering my people from Topapolo, my people from Yanukwale, my people from Santa, my people from Ghana. Start suffering them. You know that here what we can claim over there. My people from there to Yona. Start suffering them. They must make sure it's done. Oh, but the president wanted the people to vote for him. They make ID card free and voter registration card. Make the thing free. Let the poor get it. Put down to it.
Thank you, Honorable Briggs. Thanks so much.